proximity to the Arctic Circle, Sweden regularly experiences long, dark winters, which can lead to some of its citizens to suffer from seasonal affective disorder. As such, some bus stops in Sweden have been fitted with phototherapy lights to combat the effect of barely seeing the sun for months on end. Number 20. Sweden's northernmost town is Kiruna, and is located well within the Arctic Circle. The town is so far north, in fact, it does this really mental thing where the sun does not set at all certain times of the year, and subsequently doesn't rise at all for most of December. Number 21. Nowadays, Sweden is renowned for its Nordic social welfare system. Swedish citizens enjoy universal healthcare and university education entirely free of charge at point of use. Wow, that's good. I like that a lot. However, this comes at the price of high taxes. And with a tax rate of over 50% of GDP, Swedish people are among the most highly taxed in the world. However, most Swedes seem to be fairly happy with the situation. In fact, the Swedish word for tax is skatt, which doesn't mean anything filthy, it means treasure. Number 23. Since 1901, the Nobel Prizes have been awarded every year in Sweden to honour excellence in various fields, with modern categories including physics, medicine, literature, peace, and YouTube fact videos. I hope to collect my statuette this year. As of last year, almost 585 prizes have been awarded to 923 people and organisations. Number 24. In case you didn't know, the Nobel Prizes are the legacy of Alfred Nobel, who left a massive amount of money in his will to the establishment of the Nobel Prize. Oh, and also he invented dynamite in 1866, so well done, Alfred. I don't know what that coyote from Looney Tunes would do without you. Number 25. Sweden has managed to accrue 7 Nobel Prizes for literature, including the first woman to win the prize, Selma Lagerlöf, who won in 1909. Mårbacka, a large mansion in west-central Sweden, has a national shrine and memorial to Lagerlöf. Number 26. But it's not just writing that Swedes have done good at. A number of important inventions and innovations are Swedish in origin. The pacemaker, the refrigerator, the ultrasound, the astronomical lens and computer mouse were invented in Sweden or by Swedes living abroad. So without the Swedes, you wouldn't be able to see your baby and paste it all over Facebook. Oh, I'm having a baby. Yeah, we get it, Chan. Number 27. To date, Sweden has won 636.5 Olympic medals in total. The half a medal, which you may be thinking, about, is due to the fact that at the 1900 Olympics in Paris, Sweden competed alongside Denmark in a tug-of-war with France, and Sweden-Mark won the gold. Number 28. Of course, no discussion about Sweden would be complete without mentioning everyone's favourite international sensation, that is IKEA. Did you know that everyone's favourite purveyor of Scandi design also sells roughly 1,836,000 meatballs across the globe every single day? No? Well, you do now. Do with that information as you wish. Eat it up like a meatball. Number 29. In 2006, IKEA opened up a store in Haparanda, a municipality in Sweden, in the most northerly county of Norrbotten, making it the northernmost IKEA in the world. Temperatures there regularly drop to minus double digits during the winter, so I think I'll just go to the one in Croydon, thanks very much. Number 30. Speaking of Haparanda, the town is so close to the Finnish town of Tornio that they share the same post office with 2 separate phone lines, one for calls to Sweden and one for calls to Finland. Number 31. Similarly, there's a golf club on the border of Sweden and Finland with half the holes in one country and half in the other. You probably have to bring a passport to go. Oh, security would be awful, wouldn't it? Number 32. The 3-point seatbelt is also a Swedish invention too, and is said to have saved 1 million lives. It was first introduced in 1959 by Volvo, and today are found in billions of vehicles worldwide. Number 33. The world's largest scale model of the solar system can be found in Sweden. The Sun is represented by the Ericsson globe, with the models of various planets, celestial bodies and solar features dotted around the country at a maximum distance of 950 kilometers across. And yet, the model has a scale roughly 1 to 20 million. Wow. Space really is huge. We could have a video about space. What? We already do? What a coincidence. Watching after this one. Number 34. Possibly Sweden's most celebrated scientist is Carl Linnaeus, who was born in the countryside of Småland in southern Sweden in 1707. Linnaeus is best known for creating the formal system of naming organisms known to bionormal classification, which enables all plants and animals to be consistently named and classified, which, is helpful in science. Linnaeus himself created the term Homo sapiens, so, in a way, he named all of us. He also called you a homo, so you gonna take that, are you? Oh, actually, that's probably... Number 35. Sweden's Uppsala University has in its possession a famous 4th century Bible, known as the Silver Bible, which is considered by many to be one of the world's most valuable books. The Silver Bible is an incomplete version of the New Testament written in ancient Gothic language using silver and gold ink. It's pretty much the most blinged and pimped out Bible you'll ever come across. Blood? Oh, why did I say blood at the end? I ruined it. Number 36. One of history's most popular video games, world-building simulator Minecraft, was created by Swedish programmer Marcus Notch Persson as a one-man passion project. First released in 2011, the game has since sold more than 144 million copies, making it the second best-selling game of all time after Tetris. Tax Sweden. Number 37. The Swedes are also behind the uber-popular freemium mobile game Candy Crush. Swedish games development company King has had their game downloaded almost 500 million times, and in 2013, the game generated a staggering $1.5 billion in sales. That's 11.8 billion Swedish krona. Number 38. You can also thank Sweden for its massive contribution to the world of music in the form of one band, Bass Hunter. Oh, nope, sorry, I mean ABBA. The group has sold over 375 million records worldwide, which, depending on who you ask, makes them the third or fourth best-selling music act in history. What an interesting fact that is. Does your mother know? Oh, okay. Number 39. ABBA are remembered even today for not only their extensive catalogue of bangers, but also the ridiculous outfits they wore during their spectacular live performances. The members of ABBA have since revealed they wore these wacky costumes primarily to avoid Sweden's taxes, which allowed deductions for clothing if it wasn't meant for everyday use. That's the name of the game. ABBA, it doesn't matter. Number 40. The capital of Sweden is Stockholm, a city built on 12 islands and over 50 bridges, leading it to being given the nickname the Venice of the North. To be fair, basically anywhere with enough water gets that nickname. Cue all the people from Birmingham saying, oh, we have more canals than Venice. No one cares, Birmingham. Alright? Number 41. Stockholm is also home to Skansen, the world's first open-air museum, opened all the way back in 1891. Skansen depicts examples of Swedish rural life from various time periods between the 16th century and 20th century, and attracts more than 1.3 million visitors each year. Meningen med livet. In an attempt to make obeying the speed limit fun, which is possibly the most boring string of words I could have ever uttered, Stockholm tested a speed camera lottery which automatically entered speed limit-abiding drivers into a prize pool funded by the fines paid by those caught speeding. Ah, karma's gonna get ya. Number 43. One interesting Stockholm phenomenon is the tradition of the Flogsta Scream, in which the denizens of Flogsta, a residential area in Stockholm, stick their heads out of windows at 10 PM every Tuesday and scream their little Swedish lungs out for several minutes. This is done to relieve the stress caused by university exams, although that sounds like it causes more stress than it solves. Number 44. Stockholm is renowned for its colourful art-covered metro stations. More than 90 of the 100 stations have been covered in mosaics, paintings, sculptures and carvings, meaning it's been dubbed the world's longest art gallery. Number 45. Greta Garbo, you know, the legendary Hollywood actress and Swede, which is why we mention her, had her first job as a sales assistant in the hat section of the pub department store at the Hotoket City Square in Stockholm. She later starred in over 30 films and spent most of her life in the US before dying in New York City in 1990, like one classy bee. I hope I die in NYC. Or Norwich, whichever's easiest. Number 46. Stockholm also boasts the largest hemispherical building in the world. Known as the Ericsson Globe, which we mentioned earlier, the building stands proudly at 85 metres high with a diameter of 110 metres. Number 47. Stockholm also has an entire museum dedicated to ABBA, which I've been to actually, which allows visitors to gaze upon all manner of ABBA memorabilia, such as the band's numerous gold records and aforementioned wacky wardrobe pieces. The stated goal of the museum is to let the patrons experience the feeling of being the fifth member of ABBA, which it facilitates by allowing you to get on stage with sophisticated holograms of the band. I nearly did that as well, but my girlfriend told me not to. Number 48. Northern Sweden is home to the indigenous Sami people, whose ancestral homeland, Sapmi, known in English as Lapland, stretches over the top of the Scandinavian peninsula, across Norway, Sweden, Finland and even Russia. Sweden specifically has around 20,000 Sami people, who even have had their own parliament. Number 49. Famous people with Sami ancestry include actress Renee Zellweger and singer Joni Mitchell. They're a talented bunch, apparently. Number 50. The Sami people are also known for their joiks. No, I didn't just slip on something when I said that last word. Joiks are a form of traditional Sami song that are meant to evoke the essence of something, such as a person, a place, or event. Though the tradition has existed for a very long time, nowadays joiks have been brought to the mainstream, with them even being performed on Sweden's Got Talent. Number 51. Contrary to our puny 4 seasons, the Sami year traditionally has a total of 8, each connected to the annual cycle involving the process of reindeer herding. Number 52. The majestic moose is widely considered to be the most dangerous animal in Sweden. likely because they cause approximately 6,000 road accidents in Sweden every single year. Number 53. Between 30,000 and 400,000 moose roam the Swedish countryside. During the annual hunt, in which around 250,000 people participate and is said to have almost religious status in Sweden, as many as 100,000 moose are shot every year. God, no wonder they cause car accidents. I'd be angry if I was them as well. Number 54. The danger of moose-related car crashes is so severe that Sweden even requires cars to pass a moose test. Cars must be able to swerve very quickly around a hypothetical moose without flipping over, in the apparently very likely event that a moose should appear suddenly in the middle of the road. Number 55. In reality, however, moose are far from being the deadliest animal in Sweden. That honour goes to the evil little literal pricks known as wasps. Wasps kill more people directly, rather than causing car accidents, than any other animal in Sweden, slaughtering roughly one highly allergic person a year. Number 56. There are also roughly 250 wolves roaming around in rural Sweden. Swedish wolves mainly chow down on moose, and one family of Swedish wolves can kill as many as 120 moose per year. They're a protected species though, and it's against the law to kill them unless they repeatedly attack humans or property. So just be cool, wolves. Just be cool and no one has to get hurt. No one has to go Liam Neeson on the grey to ya. Number 57. There are approximately 260,000 reindeer in Sweden, and are a traditional source of meat for many communities, especially in the very north of the country. Reindeer milk apparently tastes sweet, and is said to look like melted ice cream. I'll be the judge of that, perhaps one day when I visit again this year. Number 58. Swedish is the official language of Sweden, but the country officially protects 5 other minority languages. Finnish, spoken by the Finnish minority of Sweden. Meänkieli, a separate dialect of Finnish spoken mostly in Sweden. Sami, the language of the Sami people. Romani, the language of the Romani people. And Yiddish, a Jewish language originating in Germany. Number 59. The Swedish language is known for its notable similarity to Norwegian and Danish. Owing to their common history, many people consider the 3 languages to be more of a language spectrum, as each one is at least somewhat mutually intelligible with the others. As such, it's often said that by learning either Swedish, Norwegian or Danish, one is actually learning all 3. Number 60. In many ways, the Swedish tongue is the Zooey Deschanel of languages, in that it's adorably yet irritatingly quirky. One Swedish word that is spelled the same as the English is gift, but is pronounced gift and has 2 separate meanings, the first of which means married. Ah. The second definition is poison. Oh. Not only that, the Swedish word for good is bra, the word kiss means urine, and their word for end is slut, creating an unfortunate situation in which the Swedish term for the final stop of a bus or train route is a slut station. I think I've been on that website before, actually. Number 61. The Swedish term lagom doesn't have a direct equivalent in English. The word refers to things that are just right, like Goldilocks. As in, Goldilocks said just right, Goldilocks wasn't just right, oh god. The term can be used for just about anything, and has even captured the imagination of outsiders with the same tedious inevitability that brought the Danish notion of hygge, 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 hidji to our shores. Number 62. A number of Swedish words have made it to the English language.